Hello, everyone. My name is Richard Clark. I am the Chief Executive Officer of Orca Gold. And I think, as many of you know, Orca has what we consider to be one of the top development projects in Africa, in the country of Sudan. And I'd like to go through that today, the current progress of our project and the politics of Sudan with you today. So please follow through with me in terms of the presentation, and I'll let you know the page numbers I'm on. I've just skipped to page 3. Again, just to highlight, the management of Orca is an extension of the Lundin Group. It's made up of the management of the Redback team. We started at Orca after selling Redback to Kinross back in 2010. And since 2013, we've been in Sudan and moving forward with the exploration and feasibility of Block 14. The key to our project has been politics all along. We have been very successful in finding gold, but two other things have to happen for us to be able to mine that gold. One, we had to discover water, which we've done. Two, we need a stable political situation in the country of Sudan, which has been achieved, and we are about to see really the final significant action to allow Sudan to be part of the international economic community once again. And on that note, the impediment over the last couple of years to investment in Sudan has been the fact that they've been on the US list of state sponsors of terror that had lots of different implications, not the least being no real economic investment in Sudan by international parties. Very recently, President Trump advised Congress he was taking Sudan off the list. That triggered a time frame of 45 days for review by Congress. We believe this is a very nonpartisan decision. It's going to have the support of Congress, we hope, without any difficulty. And as a consequence, we expect that we will see Sudan off the list on December the 11th of this year. That action is going to allow us to go forward to finance the development of Block 14 and go forward with the construction of the mine. Certainly, the project, as I said, speaks for itself. It's large, it is robust, and it is seriously robust at current gold prices. It is an easy project. There are no difficulties either in terms of metallurgy, physical infrastructure, or any other aspect. Sudan, as many people don't know much about Sudan, but it has a large industrial complex and infrastructure, including railway, ports, cement companies, oil refineries, and consequently, we can look for a lot of our supplies and support in the country itself. The final thing just to highlight is we've been successful in spinning off our assets in Côte d'Ivoire into a new company called Montage Gold that has just been listed and financed. And as a consequence of that, Orca owns 33% of Montage Gold, and Montage is on its way to defining a significant deposit in the country of Côte d'Ivoire. So we're very excited about that. Next page, the share structure, it's lean and mean. You can see on the right-hand side, the majority shareholders, it's a significant shareholding and goes to show you the potential of this company given the shareholders. Zebra Holdings is the Lundin Group. Resolute is an Australian mining company with assets in West Africa, and everybody knows Ross Beatty. So we have a strong shareholder base. That's what's funded the company up till now, and we expect to be going forward with considerable support, continued support from our shareholders. The company's in a good cash position going into the new year, and it's a good, very, very strong start financially towards what we plan to do in the first half of next year. Where the project is, it's part of the Nubian Shield. It's likely the least explored significant geological belt in Africa. And you can see from Saudi Arabia has had a lot more time and work on the belt. Certainly work on the eastern side of the Red Sea has been less. We have Sakari to the north, we have Hasai, we have Bisha, we have Manajem's project 100 kilometers to the south of us, and we have Block 14. What is Block 14? It's going to be made up of an exploration license of 1,000 square kilometers and 38 square kilometers of mining lease. The resource is significant. The majority of ounces are at GSS, which you see in the middle of your screen, and the high-grade ounces are at Wadi Doum over to the right-hand side. The key here is water. We've discovered a major water aquifer about 100 kilometers to the east of the project. The water will be piped, it's fresh water, and that is essentially what has created the economics of Block 14. So a very exciting discovery for us and for Sudan. In terms of the resources and reserves, what is key to this project is we have indicated resources of 3.3 million ounces, but included in that is 2 million ounces of approximately 2 grams. Okay, and what that is going to do is allow us to high grade the operation in the initial years. For the first 7 years, this project is going to produce close to 230,000 ounces of gold, mainly because we will be mining that 2 million ounces of high grade. Here's the revised feasibility study numbers that was put out in September of this year. Again, the numbers speak for themselves. Low strip ratio, very reasonable recoveries, large production profile, strong reserves with very little exploration done on the project to date in the grand scheme of things, and very, very strong economics. And I draw your attention to the assumptions. For the actual reserve optimization, we used $1,100 gold, and for the financial model, which is expressed above, we've used $1,350 gold. When you compare that to where gold is trading today, the idea of the sensitivities is pretty significant. If we look at gold price, say at 1950, which it has been around quite a number of months this year, you're looking at significant NPVs, IRRs. But even at a base case, this is a very, very strong project. That just gives you an idea of what this is going to look like. Remember, those reserves are done at $1,100 gold. When we actually start mining this, that white area will be all one pit. And as I said, we will be mining the central part at around 2 grams or 1.5 grams through the mill, which gives us a very strong economic profile in the first 7 years. Exploration-wise, as I said, we stopped exploration a couple of years ago in order to engineer this project. We have numerous targets that have been only minimally tested or are untested, and we'll be starting exploration again in Q1 now that Sudan is coming off the list of the US list of state sponsors of terror. Okay, in summary, again, as I said, the key to this project and the future of Sudan is them coming off the US sanction list. The Sudanese government has pledged its full support behind Block 14. It wants to create a mining industry, and it wants to start that process with gold. And we will be the largest Western gold project in the country. The only one that has been engineered to an international standard, in our case, National Policy 43-101. And as I said, we're ready to start. The last thing I want to talk about again is just to highlight Montage. We successfully spun that out. Orca owns 33 million shares of Montage. It's currently trading at about $1. It was a successful IPO, and Montage successfully raised approximately $33 million and is fully funded towards a 50,000 meter program to prove up the resource and achieve a feasibility study by the end of 2021. So Orca is a very significant company, an interesting company, poised for major growth with a change in the politics of Sudan and as we advance our project. Thank you very much.